like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57.
Stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They'll run with Patterson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watson off play action. Out to his left. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out right at the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Miller in motion right. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down. One quarter done, and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Following the penalty, Chubb.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, Felton, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Demetric Felton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Patterson again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Watson on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Miller in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, Patterson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
10 seconds.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense.